To me, watching your spouse, somebody that you love, have an adventure, what is better than that? And being part of that.
Have you ever wondered what happens when the richest man on earth falls in love twice? And how that love story, born in the shadows of boardrooms and billion-dollar deals, turns into a swirling tale of romance, betrayal, reinvention, and a wedding so outrageous it shut down an entire city. It all started in 1993. No rocket ships, no trillion-dollar companies, just a man with a bold idea and a woman who believed in him before the world ever did. Jeff Bezos and MacKenzie Scott were two ambitious minds who crossed paths at a New York hedge fund. He was the eccentric dreamer. She was the quiet force with a sharp intellect. Within months, they left their Wall Street jobs and drove cross-country to Seattle. The idea? To launch an online bookstore from a garage. That garage became Amazon. That dream became an empire. And together, they built it brick by virtual brick. She wasn't just the supportive spouse. MacKenzie was Amazon's original backbone. She helped draft its first business plan, did the grunt work in the early days, and remained by his side as the company exploded into global dominance. But while Amazon's stock soared, something in their marriage quietly cracked beneath the surface. After 25 years together, for children and unimaginable wealth, the couple announced their divorce in 2019. The message was polished, a joint tweet explaining their decision as the result of a long period of loving exploration. It was graceful, poised, civil, almost too civil. What the tweet didn't mention was that just 2 days earlier, a tabloid storm had begun brewing. The National Enquirer had reached out to Bezos, not for a business scoop, but to ask about a rumored affair with a former TV anchor, Lauren Sánchez. And when the news broke, it hit like a lightning bolt through Silicon Valley. Sanchez wasn't just a reporter. She was a helicopter pilot, a producer, and, at the time, a married woman. Her then husband? Patrick Whitesell, one of the most powerful agents in Hollywood. The story didn't stop there. The Enquirer claimed to have followed Bezos across 5 states, logged over 40,000 miles of surveillance, and somehow got their hands on personal texts. Very personal. "I love you alive, girl," one read. "I will show you with my body, my lips, my eyes very soon." It was the kind of cringe that even billionaires can't escape. But who leaked those texts? Fingers pointed at Sanchez's own brother, Michael, who was allegedly feeding the tabloids. He's never fully admitted it, but insiders and reporters say the trail leads directly to him. The public was stunned. Bezos, the quiet, calculated CEO, suddenly looked more like a character in a Netflix scandal than the world's most powerful businessman. But what shocked people even more was how unbothered he seemed. He didn't deny the relationship. Instead, he leaned into it. While his lawyers insisted the affair had only started after he and MacKenzie had separated. Sanchez, meanwhile, also filed for divorce. It all happened in rapid-fire succession. Billion-dollar headlines, family rifts, and a media circus swirling around a couple who had once built their lives in quiet anonymity. And while MacKenzie Scott walked away with 4% of Amazon, instantly becoming one of the richest women in the world, she took a different path. She pledged to give her fortune away, signing the Giving Pledge and donating billions to causes ranging from racial equity to climate change. Her quiet power became louder than any scandal. Meanwhile, Bezos and Sanchez, well, they were just getting started. Flash forward to 2025. Venice, Italy. The floating city was practically shut down for what insiders were calling the wedding of the century. The couple's $500 million mega yacht Carew, complete with its own shadow yacht, arrived at the Venetian harbor days ahead of the ceremony. But here's where it gets surreal. The wedding invitations. The first hint of opulence gone off the rails. The design? A pastel fever dream. Baby blue butterflies, cartoonish birds, shooting stars, and pink feathers. Social media had a field day. Was this made in Microsoft Paint? One user asked. Another posted, "That invite is a war crime." Ouch. Still, behind the glitter and memes, the wedding was serious business. The guest list? A who's who of the billionaire Hollywood elite. Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. Oprah Winfrey. Kim Kardashian. Bill Gates. Barry Diller. Carissa Thompson. Kris Jenner. Supermodell Kali-Klasse. Power agents, CEOs, early Amazon investors, the architects of modern wealth, all gathered for one reason: to witness the rebirth of Jeff Bezos, not as a CEO, but as a groom. And yes, the price tag matched the spectacle. Estimates placed the total cost between $46.5 million and $55.6 million for a single wedding. That's not a typo. That's more than the GDP of some small countries. And Venice? Venice was not amused. Protests erupted across the city. Activists dumped a mannequin of Bezos, clutching an Amazon box, into the Grand Canal. Others staged sit-ins near St. Mark's Square. Why? Because the idea of a billionaire hosting a fantasy wedding while locals struggled with rising sea levels, housing shortages, and tourism-driven inflation didn't sit well with residents. Some groups even threatened to crash the event itself. As pressure mounted, the couple was forced to move parts of the celebration to a more secure and secret location. But the message was clear: not everyone was celebrating. The irony wasn't lost on the world. Bezos has poured billions into space exploration, climate innovation, and philanthropy. And yet, his personal life, especially this public fairy tale wedding, had become the symbol of excess. Even the smallest details came under fire. From the hand-delivered gift boxes to the private chopper rides to off-limits Venetian landmarks, people were asking, how much is too much? But amidst the chaos, one thing remained constant. Jeff and Lauren, together, smiling, unbothered, wrapped in each other's gravity like they were orbiting a world of their own. And maybe, in some strange way, they were. Because this isn't just a story about divorce, or money, or scandal. It's about transformation, reinvention, the ability and the audacity to rewrite your life script, no matter how public or private your past may be. Jeff Bezos went from selling books in a garage to selling dreams on a yacht. Lauren Sánchez went from flying helicopters to flying into the arms of one of the world's most powerful men. And MacKenzie Scott? She turned heartbreak into hope, not just for herself, but for millions who've benefited from her quiet generosity. So what does it all mean? Maybe it's proof that love and ambition don't follow rules. Not even for billionaires. Maybe it's a reminder that behind every tabloid headline is a human being grappling with the same desires we all have: to be seen, to be understood, to start over. But whatever side of the story you believe, one thing is undeniable. When power, passion, and public attention collide, the result isn't just news. It's history in motion. If you found this story fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more cinematic deep dives into the lives behind the headlines. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Do you think Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez will make it long term? Or was this just another billionaire fairy tale waiting to end? Because in the world of the ultra wealthy, even love comes with a price tag.